It's 555 for your message or massages. Divine Feminine, you have the gift of goodbye. But before we dive into that peccadillo, let me show you what happened at my house yesterday. I was in my bed. You know, when I'm in my bed, I'm minding my own business. When the alert for one of my security cameras went off. Watch this shit. This man came up to my door and tried the door handle, right? Let me show you again. Why it's important for you to have security cameras. When I heard because I don't sleep heavy, darling dears, right? When I heard this, right, I was out of my bed before you could say what's going on. As I opened my bedroom door, my son met me in the hallway with his bat. We both had bats. We was prepared. I checked all of the security cameras, the back and the front. Listen, protect yourself, Divine Feminine. You don't know whom is out there or who's trying to open my front door. Imagine that. It could have ended very badly. I could be in a police station right now. I'm telling you. And I wouldn't be sorry. Anyhow, we're going to dive right in, darling dears. Let's get the music going. We're leading with a strong Kaizen Blue. Check out his channel on YouTube. As I was saying, darling dears, you have the gift of goodbye. You don't have to put up with staying in a circumstance that's past its sell-by date. Some people will tell you, oh no, your partner's not cheating. Why would you leave them? Are you mad? There's many things you can do to someone other than cheating, darling dear. Those skullduggerous friends, those snakes straight out of slithering from the crevice of the devil's balls. Everybody's got to go, blood. Remember that, Divine Feminine. You have to protect your mental health and your peace. You have to give them the love and the light. Sorry about this. Right? Yeah, be careful. Get your security cameras, darling dears. I told you, a squirrel can't get a nut in my garden without me knowing what's going on. Right. The planetary energies, darling dears. We've got Mercury in Gemini, sextiling Jupiter in Aries. Yes, baby. This will cause some of you to log into apps, and instead of swiping, you're going to think that you found the one. Baby! Listen, Linda, listen. The other planetary energies, darling dear, you may have woke up thinking a million things, about a million different things, darling dears. Thanks to the early moon, quick thinking, Mercury and Jupiter sextile. Jupiter is about expansion, it's about truth. Mercury is about your communications, right? Your intellect, right? This is a positive mental energy, which gives you an open-minded, broad future outlook, and it's perfect for brainstorming ideas and to start making loose plans for some major things you'll like to see happening in your hemisphere in the future. This is also a great time, right, to do the little things that can improve your cranium on a daily basis, right? Like a new word game. Some people think, oh, it's a waste of time. I play Candy Crush, I told you, right? I'm on 2000 and God knows what, right? Because it calms me down. And I find that if I play it and then I go to meditate or I need to brainstorm about something, my mind is at peace. You understand? Right. It's a good time, right? Or even to do a bit of research on a topic that interests you, because I told you, knowledge is power. And power is power, darling dears. And I'll have nothing else said. Later tonight. Yeah, you hear that? Google is your friend, blood. I leave the adverts in because sometimes they come with a message. Later on tonight, darling dear, the moon is in Pisces, right? While what kiss in Aries, darling dear? Fiery Aries. The urge to create emotional drama, right? Just so you ain't bored is strong, baby. But you need to fight it. You didn't want to. Don't stir the pot. Because you have to understand, you haven't got the time right? To be wasting on bottom feeders, right? Picking over old bones. This is why I said you have the gift of goodbye, divine feminine. Not everyone's supposed to go with you. And if they are affecting your mental health, I don't care who it is. It could have been the bestie that you had from since you was in nursery. You call it kindergarten. We call it nursery here, right? I don't care who it is. They got to go. Your mental health is your wealth, divine feminines. Let's quickly run through the comment series here. Knock Vanquisher, Big Cat Wave, ID Beautiful, Wagwan, Pinky's Up, Tanya X, hello, CB, we've got MH. MH is saying, damn, yes, baby. They came to try my door handle. Imagine that. When I'm working out 6 days a week and I'm up for it, mate. I don't make trouble. I told you, trouble comes to me. But it will learn. It will learn. Nicolette, Wagwan, Pinky's Up. Who else is here? That G baby, always 22. Hello, Big Cat Wave, Glow from Within. Tiffany, Whitmore, Wagwan, Big Cat, you good? Glad you could pop in, darling dear. Who's that? Linda Duff. Hello. Hello, Linda. Let me give you something else to do. You're now a moderator. How about that? I told you, you come here, I'll work you out, mate. One way or the other. One way or the other. And a Big Cat Wave. And namaste to whomsoever I haven't... Oh, sorry. Bonita Ballerina, you still dancing, darling dear? Like I said, a Big Cat Wave to whomever I haven't mentioned, because I can be such a chatty cat. And time is of the essence, darling dear. You have the gift of goodbye. All whilst remembering, don't get smoked. Right. Let's kick it off, darling dears. We're going to get a room. Oh, just the one, darling dear. We have Gebo, Gemini energy. Oh, please excuse the adverts, darling dear. As I said, sometimes they come with a message, sometimes it's just an interference, or it's talking in the background. I forgot to mention, we've got Mercury in Gemini, darling dear, sextile in Jupiter in Aries. Baby, like I said, Gebo is about partnerships, it's about love. It's also about right choices, darling dears. Well, guess what? It's in the reverse, darling dear. It speaks about loneliness, somebody feeling obligated to stay in a situation past its sell-by date. It could be a job, it could be a friendship, it could be family members that need to be what? Left out there to get dusted, just like the pyramids, darling dears. Gebo is represented by the numbers 24, 25, 26, and 27, darling dear, as well as the letter G. It also speaks about somebody's feeling as though they lost themselves in a situation, darling dear. Feeling a little bit imbalanced. You are never lost, darling dear, once you find out that you are Big Cat. And you what? You carry the whip. I told you. You are Khaleesi and you are Carl. Until you realize that you hold the whip. Don't stay in a situation past its sell-by date, darling dear. It will bring on all sorts of mental issues, right? I told you. I got the dyshydrotic eczema. You can still see the marks in the scars in my hand. Don't do it, darling dear. You've only got one life on this Malkoof. They try to trick you into believing you've got two. No, babe. You got one life. You'll realize that when you realize you ain't got two. What else do you need to know? Made the card. Gift of goodbye. Envy fell down, but I'm not pulling that. It's the legal situation, darling. There's some of you may need to get restraining orders. Go and speak to that solicitor to get the divorce. You are shackled to the devil's strongest worker. And don't feel sorry for them. I told you that dummy bat has been laying siege to me about you are the one for me and I'm the one for you. I think not, Scotty. I think not. No, blood. Legal situation. You have to bring balance into the situation. This also speaks about what? Somebody hoodwinking you or telling lies on you, darling dear. I told you, we are doing what? Rich white lady season. We don't argue, we don't tongue wrestle. We get a team, and call in your ancestral team while you're at it. Your security. They will assist you even in getting your mind out of ruminating thoughts. Call them, darling dears. Did you take the knee yesterday? Did you pray with me at 4:44 a.m. and 4:44 p.m.? I woke up in a different frame of mind this morning with the gift of goodbye. Right. Let's see what else is going on for my divine feminines, my big cats. Two cards, please. Thank you. Filling up your own cup, darling dear. This is the Ace of Cups. It talks about fulfillment. The Ace of Cups, for me, in the regular tarot, you see the multiple streams of income. As I said, today is a good day for you to what? Brainstorm for your future moves. With the Mercury and Jupiter sextile, darling dear. It also speaks about drinking of the self-love cup, knowing your worth and adding tax. And it's about you what? It's your coming out party. Some of you are actually coming out, right? Don't hide your laurels under a bush, darling dear. Don't hide your greatness. This is time for you to what? Come out loud and proud. Some of you are healers, darling dears. And we've got the two trees. This is about balance. It also speaks about what? Your spiritual gifts, darling dear. The cup also speaks about your intuition as well as your emotions. I never noticed that before. It's got a big pentacali in the middle. What did I say? Multiple streams of income, darling dear. Do the brainstorming. Work it out. And I told you, in order for you to create a lovely business for yourself, go to your sixth, your second, your sixth, and your 10th house. It will show you how to make it into a business, darling dear. What skills you have in your bag. Base of the deck. Remembering the dead, darling dear. Your ancestors. Your ancestors are also telling you what? To remember what they did, darling dear. Nearly had you in a whole coffin, looking at their crack for all eternity. Don't you ever forget that, darling dear. But don't live on it. Mark it down to experience, a lesson learned, and never getting burned again. Call your ancestors, darling dears. They earmarked you as prototype of your lineage. Always remember, divine feminine, you pee glitter, you shit cupcakes, and you fart rainbows. Don't allow them back in, especially the ones that did you wrong before Donkey killed Philippe. That means they're used to doing you wrong, and they'll do it again if you give them an ounce of a space or a chance. Where's my gold deck? I bought a new gold deck today, 2 days ago, so it should be coming today, darling dears. It's like waiting for a baby to be born when you've got the cards coming in the Amazon van. We need to know what's going on for the divine feminines. The gift of goodbye, realizing your worth and adding tax, realizing that you hold the whip. The life is a life that you choose, darling dear, as you clean it up. This fell out the back end, not having it, mate. Addictive behaviors, darling dears. Whether you're addicted to smoking, drinking, alcohol, you realize that yes, at some point in your life it did help you, but now it's hindering your greatness. Put down that cup, darling dears. Oh, pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth, Ruth. Pinkies up. You have the gift of goodbye. Look, there's still a whole bushel jumping out, right? Yes. We've got the lovers, the 5 of wands, the ace of wands, the star card in the reverse. Realizing that a partnership, a friendship, or even around family members, there was always fighting and gossiping, darling dear. This also speaks about in a love situation where you thought that they was choosing you, darling dear. They was choosing the horde. You must allow them to be amongst the horde. Why? Because you are being spiritually guided. There is no healing in that situation, darling dear. And also what? It's about your emotional fulfillment. You have to feel fulfilled. And you have to remember, divine feminine, happiness is an inside job. I can't wait for the new cards to come. Listen, it's like all I need is a baby blanket to roll it in. You also have an offer coming through, darling dear, from a page. You've possibly been in this love situation with this page, the skulldugger's page. Somebody that would like to offer up an apology. Notice how small the cup is, darling dear. Don't you even see the fish in the cup saying something don't look right? Something is fishy here. This is someone who is impetuous, darling dear. They love to offer that cup, that immature cup, to others. Someone who talked about your most intimate details to many, darling dear. Put you in competition with many. Allowed other women or other men to laugh at you, darling dear, because they're laughing. Trust and believe. Clarify this Five of Wands. Thank you very much. On its face, darling dear, and it fell on the skulldugger's page, because you know it's toxic. Three of Cups, darling dear, speaks about what? A professional mistress. A tree sloth with their panania futum in the air, like a gang sign. Hello, Vanessa, Saldibar. I haven't seen you for a while. Big cat wave. A toxic situation, darling dear. A toxic friendship. Something that you had been emotionally invested, right? The lover's energy also speaks about the choice that you must make, darling dear. Trusting in a new relationship or a new friendship, darling dear. But we also have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands again should tell you to be alert. Everyone at this stage of the game must be interviewed. I told you this many times, right? We get our what? Boosie badass on. We interview I don't care who it is. Timmy could be a backstabber. That's Steven. You can't trust them as far as you can throw them. Whomsoever they are to you, darling dears. Pay attention. This is a toxic situation that you removed yourself from or are about to remove yourself from. Remember, you have choice and you are not a tree. You're not stuck in one position. Clarify the ace. Listen, whomsoever is witnessing your passionate new beginning, watching you tap into your creativities and add tax, you're being handed what? That big stick of infinite possibility where you became Gandalf the White, darling dear. Whomsoever these past people are, they're obsessively jealous, darling dear, still bound by toxic behaviors, controlling, codependent, drugging it up, drinking it up. Yes, baby. And they're watching that, what? Adult material online. This is someone who is unhealed, darling dear, who would like to break into your peace. Clarify the Star card on its face. Yeah. You better be wise, big cat. This is the Eight of Swords in the upright. Use your what? Your cranium, darling dear. If it's a past person, remember what they did. But don't live on it, darling dear. It's a lesson. Remember that. Past situation. Think more clearly. Your peace and your happiness must come first in every situation. And if it means you're going to court to get it, you get that Kung Fu Panda. Hiya! Sneaking up on a big cat. You can't do that, darling dear. You can't. Glad you could pop in, darling dear. This is about you thinking more clearly about a situation. Removing yourself from circumstances and situations where people are in secret competition. Because as you continue your spiritual glow up, your spiritual journey, darling dear, it's going to create a lot of obsessive jealousy. We're going to be watching your this and your that, your everything. This goes to Ten of Cups. Divine would love to gift you with what? Emotional fulfillment. But you have to remember, happiness is an inside job. Don't allow the ruminating thoughts of the past or the wickedness that these scuzz buckets did to you, darling dear. It was a lesson for you to learn, right? Not a sentence for you to keep, what? On the rinse and repeat. Learn the lesson, Divine Feminine. You have the gift of goodbye. Remember what Medea said? Medea said, I'd rather be on my own with a puppy and a goldfish rather than have someone in my house, right? And I have to look at them and wonder what they're here for. What are they here for? Peace cannot be bought and should not be bartered, darling dear. Some of you, it was a sexual soul tie. They used to drop that pipe on you or that what? That black hole of Calcutta. They call her Panani. It was toxic, darling dear. Toxic. Guantanamo Bay on crack. Leaving the situation for the betterment of you. A situation that brought nothing but curses, darling dear. Lack of what? Mental clarity, right? There was no loyalty in it, darling dear. And whomsoever this person or people are, they are not in it for the long haul. Be wise, divine feminine. Be wise. Loving these gold cards. Let's clarify it with my tiny cards. Haven't used them in a while. Look, base of the deck, the Queen of Swords. Not having it, blood. You've got the wisdom of your experiences. People may see you as being hypercritical, darling dear, but no, you're speaking the truth, roof. Pinky's up, and many can't stand it. They can't stand the truth, darling dear. Clarify the lovers, the Gemini energy. Sorry, I just had a quick look to see how many major arcana on here. We've only got 3. So a lot of choices that you're making over the next few days, divine feminine. Divine is letting you what? Fly alone, right? So be on your P's and Q's. Don't let loneliness drag you into what? Wickedness. Right? Learn how to break your own self off. You can go to what? What's her name? Candy. She's got candy colored nights. Love honey. Break yourself off, darling dear. Is it really worth it? 5 minutes of sweating and thrusting with someone you don't know, creating another soul tie, when you can wait until the one that is for you is delivered unto you. Know this. Queen of Swords in this, bitch. This fell on the 5. Listen. You're not leaving anything good behind, darling dear. The 9 of Pentacles in the reverse is someone or someone's who's codependent. The whore, darling dear, that like to gossip and fight at your back. Those that would love to put you in competition with others, make you feel less than, make your achievements nothing, when you are everything, divine feminine. I told you, you are special, you are unique. Be unapologetic about who you are and leave those circumstances and situations in the past. Come on, think clearly, darling dear. It's entrapment and entanglement and you don't want it. If you want it, you better be quiet and don't tell me because I will tell you off. Listen. Let's see what else comes up and where it wants to fall. What did I tell you about the obsessively jealous, the unhealed ones, darling dears? Someone's washing, what? I said washing. That was a Freudian slip, meant to come out, darling dear. Someone's washing all of your laundry in public. They're still discussing your this and that. They've turned into what? Shape-shifting and mean. A merchant of slander, darling dears. Once they can't get you back, darling dear, they will slander your name and blame you for everything. Devil energy in the upright. What fell on your common sense? You understood Chariot in the reverse. What was blocking your progress on this Malkuth, darling dear? You know what you need to leave behind or what you left behind. It was the right thing to do, divine feminine. You have the gift of goodbye. Divine wants you to drink of this cup of self-love. And don't let them, don't allow what happened to you in the past to keep your talents and your skills and your lovely, gorgeous, fabulous self hidden. This is time for you to what? Back off that cloak of drudgery, darling dear, and step into your infinite possibilities. Use the energy, darling dears, of the what? Quick thinking Mercury, Jupiter sextile to what? Brainstorm your future. But never forget, James 2:14. Put your back into that bish. I told you, faith without works is dodo dead. It's all well and good thinking about it, but what are you doing to build your future? Look, you're not passionate about anybody that you was in a situation with. They had you in competition with many. They had what? Bottom feeding chicken heads, chicken of the seas, laughing at you, darling dear. What did I say? Your block game must be for the gods, darling dears. And it also speaks about protection. Don't just jump into a love situation just because you might be lonely. I told you, you are infinite and your possibilities are infinite. You are being protected. The Seven of Wands speaks about being spiritually protected. We see Archangel Michael in the background, darling dear. Michael rules over your solar plexus. Don't let nobody charm you out of your pantaloons and off your flip-flop. What's that? Your common sense, darling dears. Many will try because you've got that glow about you at this moment in time. They think that you're foolish. We already saw the Queen of Swords. You're not foolish. You're fool on. And you're not going to allow Foolio to take you down. This one fell all the way to the side. The right partner. Wait on the right partner to come to you. Seven of Pentacles in the upright. What about this effing, I nearly said effing lie. I don't know if they're a liar, but I know that they're a page. And that alone says everything. What about this page? Trying to come through with a bullshit apology. Why do they want to apologize? What's their problem? Because they see whatever you're doing in your life, you're winning, darling dear. A new job, a new home, a new workout routine, whatever it means to you. You're engaging, you're charming. They're realizing how charming you are. Now that you're gone, yeah. They bucked up on a toxic circumstance that they're tied to. Why? It's their karma. Know this. What about this the toxicity of it all? Two of Cups on its face. We nine it, darling dear. I told you, when they ate us, we nine it. Hermit energy, isolate yourself. Get your spiritual third eye on, darling dear. You are being highlighted because you're different, darling dear. Wherever they went out into the unwashed public, darling dear, they didn't get another you. I told you, you are a once-in-a-lifetime cat. Know this, big cat. And it also speaks about watching, darling dear. Look, they would like to come and offer up helping hands. Help you into a situation. On the Devil card, don't trust it, darling dear. This is also the offer of friendship. Friendship means they want to get one of their hoofed, clawed feet back into your domicile and back into your life. I tell you all of the time, Divine Feminine. Your whole essence, you're like a VIP club. And once you rescind that invite, don't allow the devil at your door to come back. They're coming back with more soul ties and fucking ease. And they've got revenge in their heart. The devil card twice to do you worse than before. Please listen to me. I'm not joking. I come past you every day to make sure that your common sense is buffed up to a pitching shine. What's this generational curse? Somebody's cursed around you, darling dears. Fell all the way on the floor. Look, codependent, darling dear. And this is a horde, many that would love to get to your instinct caring for others. They want you to build them up back like you're what? Build a bottom feeder. You're not a build a bottom feeder. You're not. Base of the deck. Look, you've only just got the last knife out your back. Hey, look, I can't make it up. It's a cheating cheatara, a liar. Somebody who bucked up on situations where they've been stabbed all up and down their back chakra. It also speaks about verbal abuse, darling dear. A verbally dick dealing Jesus. Listen. Listen. When my cars want my heart to go boom diddy boom, it just lines up. A dick. Look, they'd love to run back into you, Divine Feminine. You're the Empress. You're abundant, but most of all, know your worth. This in and out energy, nah, babe. They come in to lie to you again, cheat you again, and stab you all up and down your back chakra. The 210 speak about breakthrough, darling dear. You're about to be gifted with something fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Know this. The devil is allowed to interfere with you before the Most High blesses you again. Know this. Don't be a foolio, right? No, babe. You're too fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely for that. Don't allow this in and out energy, right? Because this is also messages, right? The knights always come as messengers, right? They're going to send you some messages in a hot trot, right? Telling you this, telling you that. But it's not true, darling dear. They are depression.com, right? They come with soul ties and revenge. Because where they went, they want to sneak out of that situation. Imagine that. They will want to roll out of water, come buckets bedding into yours. No, babe. You better put up your good seat of emperors and empresses, right? And wait. Wait on God's time. Because the seeds you sow today, the seeds of self-esteem, investing in new jobs, right? Taking the time to what? Work on your mental health, your physical health. Take time out for you, darling dears. Because you will see the fruits of your labor. Wait on the right one for you. And if that person doesn't turn up, you're happy anyway. Because happiness is an inside job. Nobody can make you happy, my dear divine feminine. No one. Right? Because if you're waiting on someone to bring so they're the one that brings the happiness to you. So what about if they leave, they die, they move on? What are you going to do? You are not an empty vessel. Always fill up your own cup. Fill up your own cup. Do you know how many people can't sit with themselves? They can't be alone. They will put up with anything just to say that they've got someone in their house, right? That same someone who is the what? Devil's strongest worker. 2 different decks. Coming in with the soul tie. Binding you to situations that are no longer on your hemisphere. It's not even in your playbook, divine feminine. Come on, you've been chosen. Chosen. Leave the codependent where they are. Have no passion for the situation and don't tongue wrestle with them, because some would like to draw you out so that you can get some of their karma. Listen, the only karma I want in my house is the one I gave birth to, mate. We're trying to work for the Dharma, darling dears. Let's get some more messages. We'll get another deck. Let's ask the cards. Did we go over Yod Kippur? Yes. It said go. I was going to get some more tarot, but it said Kippur. Why must divine feminine have the gift of goodbye? Because there's gift wrapped shit out there. Fresh shit shining in the sunlight, darling dears. Right? Things that are not a gift to you. It's a lesson. Anyone that cuts you to your white meat, they meant to do it. They had their full mental faculties about them and they did it on purpose. Gift wrapped shit. Fresh shit shining in the sunlight, divine feminines. Remember that. What else? Base of the deck. Divine wants you to focus. Focus on your work, darling dear. Focus on getting great, the 3 and the 4. That's the Emperor and the Empress. Balance out your masculine and feminine energies. It goes to a 7. Chariot energy, because success will find your address, darling dears. This is about progress as well as what? Divine timing. The Chariot energy also is telling you what? Be determined. Be determined. And work yourself like you're your own slave, darling dear. Work yourself. Focus on your bag. And make sure that you've got multiple streams of income. We're earning money in our beauty sleep in this season, divine feminine. Be careful of the fresh shit trying to attach itself, right? Why else must divine feminine? Because you are a hard worker. You know how to put your nose to the grindstone, put your back into it. Some of you may even actually be designers, right? Look. And it's a whole community, right, of shit shufflers that are trying to get back with you. This is the clout chasing of it all, darling dears. They want you to come back because you're the light. They're watching you. They're watching you win. They're watching you bend the matrix, right? They're seeing you focused. And these same ones that didn't help you, darling dear, they possibly helped you into hockey sticks at dawn, right? Helped you into what? Cognitive dissonance. They would love to come back. But guess what? As they're focused on you, who's in the background? Your ancestral team, darling dear, focusing on them. You are protected. Base of the deck. We've got a love situation, past situation. All they can do is think about you, darling. That's all they can do. That's all they must ever do is think about you, right? This person is under judgment. And look, You've got all of the information. The cards are in front of you. You've got your heart chakra. Remember what I said? Proverbs 4:23. You must guard your heart, for from your heart springs the well of life. Remember what they did, darling dear. But don't add tax to it. How? By thinking and ruminating. Give it to God. God saw everything and God ain't happy, mate. This is judication judgment, darling dear. Knows their address. This fresh shit shining in the sunlight. And it's not just one person that's going to get it, darling dear. It's a community. But there is what? A head bottom feeder amongst them. The one that did you the most dirty, it's on a 16. And that is, there's no such thing as coincidence. 16 is what? Major tower moments. They're going through it. Something is going on in their life and now they want you back. You better work to get away. You better be obstreperous. Remember, they gave you phobia, right? Where you trust no one. And misophonia, where you couldn't bear to see them eating or blinking. Pardon me, that was another spiritual belch. Because I speaks the truth, Ruth. Pinky's up. Divine feminine. What's this? Work on change, darling dear. Run towards change, a new beginning. Pack your bag. If you're in a situation where you're being beaten down on a daily basis, divine feminine, pack your bag. There's so many organizations and institutes that can help you. There's nothing wrong with starting again. I had to start again. And then I thought the people around me would be there to, no, babe, I was just what? Gossip for them, darling dear, as they went for their own dysfunctional lives. And as I continue to get great, they're still in the mire. And so I had to cut them off because I can't even listen to someone, especially when you've given advice to others to leave situations, right? Find your gusto. Realize whom the hell you are on this mountain. And they're still in it and still want to come and tell me things. No, babe. Tell it to the wind. Tell it to the wind. Don't tell me because you won't be able to get me on the phone. No. Base of the deck, darling dear. And keep your what? Your expectations high. What else about the horde that's still trying to come back through to interrupt Big Cat walking? Look, wherever they went, they got caught up with a harlot, and the harlot possibly got delinquent children, darling dear. Now the light bulb is going on. They're realizing you, the essence of you, divine feminine. Oh, don't be flattered if they're coming back. It's because you was a major supply. You gave the most, darling dear. You gave your quati to this bottom feeding, low vibing mother foe from the dark side. And there will always be that pussy in the background. It will be hard work. It's not worth it. Marriage, listen. You have to make the right partnerships going forward, darling dear. And I told you, take the knee. Ask God, who sent this person? And why are they here? Right? You're on a journey. You've got a new path that you are leading to what? Great fortune and bossing up, darling dear. This is about taking pride in the work that you've done on yourself and for yourself. Continue to keep your expectations high, divine feminine. And never you forget, you have the gift of goodbye. You don't have to put up with anyone. Not even Skulldugger's progeny. Once they reach the age of 18, darling dear, you can tell them what? 2 of these and 1 of those. Especially if they're abusive or they're abusing drugs. You can only help someone so far until you start to lose you. Divine is going to gift you with the right partner if that's what you want. The right partner could be what? A good friend, darling dear. It doesn't have to be a love situation. It could be a business partnership that you're going towards. But it's like, let me give a good example. Like in Star Trek, right? They had to build a certain rocket ship in order for, where was spark come from? The Vulcan, for the Vulcan to see that sign in the sky for other help to come in. You have to do the work on yourself. You have to be like what? You have to be focused and single-minded. And I'm telling you, believe me, divine feminine, your vibration will raise. And those that are meant to be in your life, they will come. But you have to put your foot on that path and don't look back, darling dear. Remember Lot's wife, Salt Bay. Bossing up, an official person. Some of you may even be in the army. Look, they're watching your grind, darling dear. They don't want you because they now realize that they love you, or you was the best friend they ever had, or you was the best daughter they had, or what, or son. They're not realizing that. It's because you've changed your face on this Malkuth, darling dear. You worked hard for what you've got. Be careful of what you caught going forward, right? Because you may end up in the court with them, darling dear. I told you, everyone must be investigated. Because every time they look at your social media or they hear something about you, their heart is going boom, diddy, boom, diddy, boom. They're wondering how they can fit in again, this Judas, right? And remember, I told you there's a big difference between Judas and Peter. Aidan Smith affiliate is watching what you've got going on, seeing this new journey in your life, and they're pressed, pumped, and perturbed. 33 of the 48 laws of power is know your opponent. You know who they are, and you know what they want. They want you dead so they can sing Amazing Grace in a falsetto with no tears on your face, blood, on their face. And this is my high honor card, who God bless. No man can curse. No weapon formed. And I say, these weapons will continue to be formed as you continue to go down your path of infinite possibilities with your what? Boundaries well and truly high, your expectations high. And if they show you who they are the first time, remember what Maya Angelou said. Believe them, and minus the big cat. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to my Teesprings, Todd love to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. Good golly and gosh. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. You've got the gift of goodbye, divine feminine. Use it without a moment's notice.